intermediate code generator function. How we are going to do this? As we have seen in the last lecture, we have this statement. So what intermediate code generator will do, x is equals to y plus z into 60. So first we are going to take a variable t1 in which we are assigning the y value, we are assigning z into 60 value we are assigning, and we are taking t2 variable in which we are assigning y plus t1. So this value we are taking in t1, and in t2 we are adding y plus t1. So, and because this is x, so we are assigning t2 value into x. So in that way we get the value of x into t2, or we can say we are assigning t2 value to x variable. So here we can see there is a repetition of t2 and t2, so we can do it directly. So no need of code optimization, we can do it directly also. So like this also we can do. How we can do like this: t1 is equals to z into 60, t1 is equals to z into 60, and we can assign directly x is equals to y plus t1. So directly we can write like this also, so there is no need of this one. This is also called code optimization, or we can leave it also, this is optional. Intermediate code generator is required, but code optimization is optional. Now what we need to do, the functioning of target code generator. The functioning of target code generator, what it will do, because it works on assembly language, or we can say machine language. So target code generator is basically works on you can say assembly language, or we can say the code is machine dependent code. So it vary processor to processor. So it vary processor to processor. So how we are going to do this? We are going to save this in the form of machine language, so, or assembly language. So simply move r1 z, we are taking z value into r1 register, then we are multiplying r1 means z to 60, that is constant. Then again we are moving y value into r2 register, then we are adding r1 and r2, because initially what we have x is equals to y plus z. So first we are taking z value into r1 register, then we are multiplying z value to 60, then we are moving y value to r2 register, then we are getting those this all. So we are adding r1 and r2, because r1 we have z into 60 value, and r2 we have y value, so we are adding r1 plus r2. Then we are storing r2 value, because after adding r1 r2 is having r1 value also, so we are assigning that r2 value to x, because initially what we have x is equals to y plus z into 60, so we are assigning x value to r2. So in that way target code generator generate the machine language code. So simply we can say it will work like this. What we can say, convert like this in 2-3 ways. Suppose it convert high level language by compiler, if we are doing, then it is converting into the low level language, that is processor, and then it will give the output. Or we can say the second way of doing this is by same high level language conversion through Java compiler, and it converted. So through processor we are getting the output. But this is the conversion of intermediate code generator. So here Java compiler only converted into the intermediate code generator. So this is not machine dependent. So here it is target code generator. Through normal compiler it is low level target code generator, but here if we are doing this with Java compiler, so this is intermediate code generator. So we can simply say this is not machine dependent. But this is machine dependent. Low level, this is machine dependent, but if we are doing conversion through Java compiler, then this is intermediate code generator. This is not machine dependent because this is not creating any object file, so we can run with easily, and it take less time because it in Java compiler it goes through to the 4 steps: lexical analyzer, syntax analyzer, semantic analyzer, and intermediate code generator. Till then only it works. It doesn't work on target code generator, which is through the normal compiler. That's why it take less time at the compile time, but take more time at less time at compile time, but take more time at runtime if we do with Java compiler. But this is machine independent code because it works till only intermediate code generator, so we can run our program on any machine. But this is machine dependent because we cannot it change according to processor to processor. So this is the best way of doing this, by doing the Java compiler. So this is the way we are just converting our code to till the machine dependent code with the help of the compiler. These are the phases of compiler, and these are the working of the compiler.